Hello, hello. Few little changes on the back is new Nick. Results are mixed, but we're getting there. I is going to stop. Oh goodness. Alright, now we're back. Just vibing and working, getting everything set up on the backside hero quick. I do think I found a better way to scale the game through this. Now I haven't had the time to create a fancy overlay background for it, but it'll work well enough for today, I think. Alright, let's work on getting this set up. Okay, there we go. Let me see if the chant's looking alright. Alright, so I can put this back over here now. Alright, I'm actually going to make a new layout for this, I think. Alright, little chat window is back. And I can center this on down here. Don't need the background. Can I make this wider at all? Hey, duck. How are you doing tonight? I'd say I'm doing pretty good. There we go, wider text box since I don't know. Really need anything too short for this. Well, given you're here, I can show off the new thing that has been added. First off, let me come back into view a little bit. Because I can do that now, I have space. So way back on Naz Dark Souls 2 streams, there was a running joke that was around back then. It maybe even before it. Anyways, here you go. I have no idea what you'd like to use it for, but it's there now. It's specifically Alice of Ben's, if you're wondering. I haven't had time to put her on the About page just yet. This comes from an entirely different artist I found. And they did a super good job with it. Like there is a lot of detail in it, you can't even see because it's so small. Either way, me going on about the twerk emotes aside. A new update has come out for this. Quite literally as of like this morning. It has a number of things, but it mostly expands and character interactions, and as a Rune Factory player, I'm very interested. So we'll just head right on into it. And while I was testing things, it has put us on the next day, and there's this is going on now. Apparently, we managed to stop just before this occurred. Oh yeah, it's basically almost the exact same style as Demi's. We need plastic wrap. We're finally dealing with acid rain. So from what this will tell us is that the really basic crops we've been growing, they're actually immune to this, which is nice. But for all the special crops we're trying to grow for alchemy, they are vulnerable to this. I also noticed the last time that our mom mascot actually protects us from the rain. Mascot. Interesting recognition there, but that was me stumbling along. That is the one thing that voice recognition is, that it will not solve any vocal impediments you already have. But yeah, it's actually a piece of equipment. There's different hats you can get. Also, our tent is vulnerable to the acid rain too. See, we can take the hat off. Probably not a good day to be taking it off though. So let's protect these cars, either the only ones that are limited to it. Rest of these crops aren't crops, so they're fine. Also, birthdays were added into the game as well. But the hat animation is good, so we're keeping it on for the moment. I don't think I need the bother, doesn't seem like it. I suppose a man being starred to ask was always the plan. I'm not complaining though. What did you doing in the grass, lady? So let's go put in our birthday. Here we go. What do we want to put it as? I mean, there's always the juvenile option. Actually, no, there's only 4 months. Yep, seems like they only do 4 months in this game. That's kind of standard for some of these. Having to play through a full 360 days is kind of a pain. Seems like 28 days per month. I know too. This seems fun enough. Close enough, or actually probable we get to see it. Salmon Festival. I guess it's a fishing day. So one of the other things they were talking about was being able to buy a container that you could live in. So we've seen this guy before, but I don't remember the prices, so, oh, hello. Oh, Ray, you wanted like slime stuff. That's what we got given as a quest last time. But there is the upgraded bag, we were looking for that. $2,000 coins, are you kidding? Oh, I can get the other materials. Okay, it only cost 50 to buy some patched durability for the house, so this person's nah. Container would simply be a structure that will not be affected by the acid rain. Our tent is currently being melted by it. We could in theory move plants that are vulnerable to the acid rain, and we don't have plastic wrap for inside. This lady's new. Plastic wrap goes on the plants to keep them alive. The patch I just bought is for the tent. Also, the acid rain music is actually really nice. I wonder, is the mint leaf something we can give to alchemy? We'll give it a shot. Haven't seen how much this might be worth. I don't remember if the shrub is immune to the acid rain or not. I'm just going to do that. Yeah, that's the standard practical former family there. When you have to do so much work just to get through the year, you tend to forget that happiness is the thing that's kind of a required need to. Okay, well, we still just need to get some fiber and plant research things. Apparently, the tea leaves and stuff are known plants. Yeah, I always say, saw mom surviving, not living. That it is surviving and not living. I mean, people tend to forget that that's kind of the way of life that people lived. Even 100 years ago, most people were living. We'll keep that thundergrass for now. Where's my fishing rod? Still, I guess we gotta wait and apples first. We have this furnace, but what about the trash furnace? 50 stone, 5 copper ingots. We're almost there, then we'll do that. Alright. There should be some stone out this way. Maybe. Oh, here's the merchant lady. Well, looks like we're going to the outdoors to go find some stone. I don't remember if you are around to see it, duck, but we have a gun now. It does seem to be somewhat prone to getting stuck on stuff. Feel like I could almost fight them faster by just hitting them with a pickaxe. But there's different levels of guns, so there's probably something good in the future, as is the base level one. Drone is manually controlled. I'm actually having to aim and click it myself. An automatic drone would be nice. Yep, so we need to get a lot of money to have greater tools as well to make some progress in the story. Oh my, as far as a lower reason for it, I don't think there is a direct one. I think it's just that the guns that exist function only when equipped to drones. I suppose from a game design perspective, it's a lot more visible. When you get to more smaller sized sprites like this, you tend to have to do things that can exaggerate size. You can see how large the pickaxe shows up as here. Oh, fern fossil, okay, is that maybe something we turn in to get researched? Yep, tent's taken limited damage there. We have gathered enough stone. I just need to grab some of those. Time to smelt garbage. It seems produced just kind of random stuff. Okay, here we go. So we can make some more soil. Easily we've got some ways to make bars out of other junk, and that rubber I know will be useful later. I mean, we might as well, you know. And we'll go and set some copper to smelt too. You need thence. And we shall lance one right there. And it's time to go to sleep. It seems that the game saves whenever you actually do go to sleep regardless, so. What's your touch tree looking like? Need processing. Given I've never seen glass, I don't know what rockwood is. I feel like maybe investing in these two could be good because I think the drawing should be for fish. What in fiber? We've probably got that. What in rosin? Okay, so apparently, it's a thunderstorm day. I mean... Hello, Gale. Assemblies shaper. I suppose that not having a shower by default implies that we haven't showered at all. They simply shapers all the way here. So how am I supposed to get wire to? I just had to go buy it. Oh, there is a lightning bolt of latest hit, something I care about. Oh, hey, we can check this now. Oh, also Gale. There you go. We both had the same idea. Yeah, I need to put that on the about page at some point. Okay, and when winter is all my fiber at 2, I don't have any fiber. Guess not. It's Starman wearing a pair of shoes. I thought it was funny. I believe there's also Wide Vibe. Okay, she sent a with some patches. Okay, well off we go. Let's go see what this plant is. Zanus, it's raining. I guess she likes Thorin. She is outstanding in the rain. I mean, rain's alright, but it's like, do you want to be standing in it? Cause she's just standing in the rain. I suppose you liking rain goes at the underwater lab thing. But most cats don't tend to like water. That said, I remember like back when I was in college, very briefly, I did walk around out the middle of like a sub-hurricane for a while. Okay, she doesn't want those. Character events. It wasn't a full hurricane. That it was more of like a light tropical storm. I was not very happy with college, we'll leave it at that. Air was fine though I was just very damp. I do have to wonder if walking around in an iron mask and a thunderstorm is a good idea. Well, at this point we're just looking to make money, and it's I guess get more fiber. Can't gift him anything. It's hard to say which of the tracks are my favorite track in this game. This one's pretty up there. I mean the acid rain one is pretty good. Oh, hey, an apple seed. Don't you ever just feel tired and chug down 10 bottles of water? Sandokai, there we go. My favorite rendition of the Bonnie ship, the Diamonds. Duh. I honestly do not remember the person who did it. I would really have to go looking for it, but I used to sing it a lot. Sorry, 1 second, there's eating my snacks. But yeah, I'm sorry, I don't remember it now. I don't think the rendition I listened to was from any recent group. I think it was like an old recording. Okay, suppose that's not recent then. Yeah, I suppose there's not that many. Modern shanty singers. Okay, we need a better axe for that. Fair enough. You post it in the Discord. I can listen to it and tell you if it's the one I used to listen to. Can't get up that way. Yep, just too out of reach. It is a very matter-of-fact statement, but I suppose it's true. Didn't find the teacup then. Okay, lot of stuff was ready to harvest here. Cabbages should almost be done soon too. If I take the soil out, I can probably go and make another. Shrub Bazan, swing, get another wax apple. Why did it say present instead of basin? You know what, it's gaslighting me now, thank you. Big payday. Okay, so we've got some work. Wood and a lot of fiber, we can make that loom now. But it's working for now. Kennedy to find a better solution than the stack all my crafting things in a backle tower. The Emma silly whereas. Do I need the manual workbench help? That's not what a mental place. Okay, so I do need this workbench around. There's the wire. So you get more platforms for the rubbish platforms. Good to know. This is a very normal way of doing this. We'll do that. Track right here. And it's very much like the kind of stuff I listen to. Heard something liquid, and Burchatak. I'm not sure how that recognition went so wrong. I think there's still a lasting problem with you needing to kind of reset everything. For the most part, the recognition is better. I think it's one of those things where I just get the talking fast like I do. Oh right, lots of storage space rig. Good there. What are you tired about, girl? Art not working out again? So much inventory management in this game. Just bad sleep, yeah, I feel that that's me most days. I'm not sure how that trash bag got there, but yee. I've heard good things about Lizard, but I have not played it. Here, let's sell all that. I don't mind lies a piece of spoilers on my stream. Do you think I'm playing it? Okay, well, let's go put this stuff up. Where you're going to go fishing here very soon. I'm just going to make the dryer first so I can start drying fish. I'm assuming Liza Pai is very bloodborne and wants you to focus on like no defense. Is that about right? More yams. Bloodborne thing is it doesn't like you blocking at all, basically has almost no real options to do so. Efforts like secure. Oh, then it's very parrying based, I suppose. Is that our bonds and chat? Buns, I said buns. A spam it all you want. Here we go. That this is something. Good to know. Okay, so we can process the blueberries in these. Okay, enough of this stuff, time to go fishing. There we go. One blueberry. Here you go. There is fishing in this game. It's pretty similar to web fishing almost. It's low. King like a good way to make money on the meantime. End of the trash bag. This is probably a bass. There we go. Sardine probably. It does feel really good to hit with the sounds. I do really like the spot, and I have something for water and ruins urban structures. I don't really know what it is, I just really like that aesthetic. I can probably blame it on blue reflection, because both 1 and 2 have something like that in them. And if it's not obvious, the joke with Bonds is a Alice in Wonderland and the rabbit. And you know, well, given what the MO is and calling it buns is a thing. Mean to be honest, urban, and saw shrimp. There's 2 separate rabbits and Alice in Wonderland. There's the one she follows down the white hair. And then there's the different one. It's been a while for me as well, believe me. It might shock you, but actually read more Wizard of Us. That said, there was an Alice in Wonderland adventure map for early Minecraft I want to go find again. I also suppose that the existence of Alice, the buns is a if I ever get an Alice in Wonderland outfit, do I add the rabbit ears? Oh, have one of these again? I wonder if there is any meaning to this. Is this supposed to be like help on where to find certain fish? There's also a lot more season thought. A bunny. A bunny. Eh. Thanks, VocAlice. Current outfit's not exactly most suited for that, I agree. Part of the decision to put it on there in the first place was to make the emote pop more. "16 hours of burning tires." We didn't really buy new seeds today, but that's okay. We'll do it tomorrow now that we've got a lot of money. New person. Up his sleeve. Is it a small book or is it a big book? Are we talking Bronze Age Celtic Atlantic? Because those things had really big sleeves, you could store stuff in. Okay, of religion we have discovered religion. Process analyze me first, please, sir. Proselytize me. Okay, so this is our livestock merchant. Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't tangle free like the Mongolian religion? I know it's a religion out that way somewhere. Enemies give me animals and wild animals. That's not what he said. I said I want animals, give me animals. I confess I probably only know that thanks to Crusader Kings 3. Which is not always the 100% solved resource for history. Well, may need to go build a shed now so we can get eminence. Me jokingly saying eminence doesn't work with voice record, right? Opazinus really wants her cup. She said it's like eastern suburbs, okay, makes sense. Oh, alright, thanks, I guess. Time to make that. Yeah. Just ever see a lightning bolt drop right down in front of you? What's it take to build a battery, to even have that now? I just don't like crops to die. Yup, ok, thanks, I guess. Hair will just do it, like this for the moment. Did it work? We did or put it on my house. Let's just make another one, why not? I had a piece of scrap metal around here somewhere, right? There's other things that can make with that, but I am not worried about it right now. Give me platforms. App, that's barely enough platforms for anything. What am I thinking? Who always getting sidetracked? That should be enough. Actually, we might want to make it to where it protects the shrubs too. So we're looking for about right here instead. Diversions were just meant to be like. I guess a chance for me to be like skilled at something, just a little break from whatever we were doing, if it's been a little while. But in practice, yeah, I kinda get that nobody's ever really used them, and it kind of would just interrupt the flow. That got me to Steam achievement. For binding that letter apparently. Hello, villain. That's a lot of her money, but we're looking to scale up. Sell those off. Saw these off too. Yeah, something I've always been worried about with commands was them being too interruptive. I'm not really sure why. I thought the diversions would be a good idea. Maybe they were intended for more boring streams. I mean, I suppose that was one intended use case of them. We switch off to a different game, and we just kind of stick there. Let's go ahead and get these sprinklers. Rechargeable battery. Let's go down this path. We need some more tool operation. I can always just disable the commands and turn them on when I need them. Hello. Okay. Nice Jack. Very relatable. That's like me most days. It's like, yup, that's my name. It's a good name. Fair enough. I got an achievement for that, by the way. It's up here. Lots of trash. I gathered achievement for giving him a trash bag. Because he apparently has enough already. Bamboo Grove, others cop. That's a cute cub. Oh right, did not know that was there. Also the map is different now. Ooh. It did not look like that. It looked like kind of like Rome Factory, one's map a little tiny. Pepper, nah. Very static. It's definitely a lot more of a platformer game now, yeah, like Hollow Knight. I'll have to think about what other commands I could put in. This is kind of tricky because I don't really like the screen clutter. I don't like the extra noises. This is a different fish. Oh, it's a carp. Honestly, I really like this fishing system just because you can tell it's a different fish. And as someone who used to fish, that's pretty true. I mean, most fish will just attempt to bite it and run. But they all do different things. Like you've got a catfish if it immediately pulls down hard, because it's looking to bed down in the mud. A small little fish like bass and stuff usually just tend to go away. They just swim directly away from you. Ouch! Didn't know that would happen. Just face first into the water, okay? Yeah? I figured I could that. I thought I might be able to swim or walk under the water or something. Like have like a breath meter or something like that. Oh well. But what I was saying is that it's not as maybe precise as you can see with this game. But different types of fish to act somewhat differently, so you can kind of in a few occasions tell if you have something different. You have a turtle, if it's a really heavy weight, and it doesn't resist at all. Turtles are kind of pains. At least when they try to go for your bait, because you're not really supposed to catch a turtle with a fishing hook. Otherwise you're just kind of funny. They like to swim around in the water and stare at you. Like I would remember, there'd be like a turtle head would come out of the water, like a periscope. It drift across for a little while and it does slowly dip back down. wondering what the stupid monkey is doing with the stick. Either way, this is us making a new shed. That's a lot of materials, but we can probably make it happen. Turtles can be neat. I remember I had to move a big old snapshot of the road one time, or try to. Snapjaw, probably like a 50-year-old turtle or older giant thing. It just come off onto the road from like a little nearby pond. Had to spend like 10 minutes trying to make it move with the stick. Because if you've never seen a snapjaw, they can move fast and they won't bite. Best estimate I could say for about the size of this turtle would be like a popcorn bowl, like a big one. Big salad bowl maybe. Giant is what I mean. I don't know why I went for bowl estimation. Anyways, we return the cup, and we now have split debt. I would like to inform you that bowl-based estimation is not an actual measurement. But yeah, our metrics are kind of dumb. Blame the British. Halfway. You've quite literally can. It's their system, they just picked a better one. There is some very funny measurements that NASA came up with actually. There's something it's like up. Something about barns. I'm sure I could look it up. I used to know about it either way, this spaghetti increases or mining rate. Alright, we need some more wood real quick before the day's over. Cause I need a few more planters. If you've ever a look of old apothecary measurements that are also very weird. Dried fish. Just lots of weird and unique names. Indeed, soil. I got one basin right here, I need 3 more. That work. I do like this solution as a way to do planting on a 2 scale, use the verticality. Where's my watering can? Oh, it's in my inventory. I'm silly. VocAlice are still proving to be the most applicable node at all times. That was a recognition, sure. I grew up with 2 stuff, so I'm used to kind of verticality being a thing. We have a sign. Do we put her on ground? Cool. All the form looks like it's doing fine today. So for processing the fish, we got a 35 per. Seemed like one of them crafted down in the 3, one of them crafted down on the 2. Necessity we're talking about is choosing verticality in order to be able to plant. Yeah, it seems like it's more beneficial to sell fast maybe. Possibly not. Now it is a net profit, it's just slow. But top down is nice for this sort of thing. It is the classic way to do this. Remember, we're closer to having the cabbage done. Probably. Before we go fish today, we're going to go out to the wilderness and then go fight some stuff cause I want to get the cut. Oh, is auto-attacking how? Since when did it do that? I guess if I switch to it, it puts it on manual fire. That's a lot better. Are you going to attack? It's not attacking now. Who knows? Alright, if we look at the map. Head down on this way. Now we don't need that. What if I check the controls? Okay, it's our middle mouse. Alright, Duck, thank you for stopping by. I hope you sleep well. Combat ship. Interesting. Song's a bit of a jam, though. Alright, yeah, these things hurt a lot. At least for through that mask, but ouch, my god. I know Faye doesn't get to make it around the streams very often, but he should probably enjoy that. You know the name? Emoji, I mean. How cursed I have to call emotes emojis. Hurts my bones, chat, it hurts. My bones. Okay, no. Let me get this canned food here. Some decent pack. We're going to go up here and see what we can do, but I feel like the bugs are going to be a problem. Play dodge. Well, as long as this thing's firing, we can just. Alright, calm down, drone. Right, yeah, we can't do anything until we get that pickaxe. I think we've got enough slime. Yeah. It's hard to say, but we're just going to go ahead and wipe the rest of these guys here too, while we're at it. That's probably good. Another war collectible. Okay. Gotcha, right. We'll see what that is useful for. And the drone takes no prisoners, huh? Would you like a key? Come on, man, that thing was neat. What did you want? Oh right, we only have 5 on us, let's go grab the rest. Okay, it looks like we made some blueberry jam. Candied blueberry. Good to know, we'll see if it's worth any large amount. Some drone pieces to get some drone stuff with later, I guess. Lure blueberries. Here you are. How much did you want? 15. Fine. I will go and ask the wild of the wildlife. State your need for gel. No. Where are you things at? One more, please. Cool. Oh right, night gal, I didn't see that. Her apologize. Oh wait, but my brain fried. I thought you were going to sleep. I saw your message in chat that I'd already seen before. Good job, me. Hero is your gel. Ooh, that's some money. Hey Merlin. It's hard to talk to you. Okay. Here he is. Task board, yes. Okay, this is a good way to make money. Cars so far at this point of forming has been very slow to produce money. Okay, the stuff I've put in there to dry, that time did not give very much. Just gonna run on back and see if I can turn this in. Nope, unlucky. That's fine, I'm about to pass out anyways. Okay, the candy blueberries are definitely worth making them. Two days. Two to three dread fish for the bass doesn't seem great given how much it's worth. Minute is always going to be a profit, but grass carp is probably a good one to stick in there. feel like you can just sell the bass outright for better. Since we have inventory space, you can start carrying a couple of canned food with me. Cooler can fill from up here, that's great. Oh right, that's something. Point, I have it figured out exactly what the energy is useful for. We need some more tires for work, and make that battery. I don't remember how much coin I needed for the pickaxe upgrade. Oh right, we'll have acid rain. Not too long from now. Good to know. Okay. 100 baud, 100 fiber, 100 yeah. Hello Orlando, Florida. I left my items at home. Because I have a giant brain. This was all part of the plan, I assure you. Stinking grass slowing down my movement rate. We might have cabbage done by the end of the day. Money please. Group via the cash. There we go. I tell you what, it's so much nicer, not having to lean over towards the mic. Here you go, lady. Closer, we're getting with her. Oh, hey, okay. I like robot arm lady. Go see what she likes. Do you want a blueberry? Sure. I see the little mug is back up there too. We can get some wood. I'm going to go to the blacksmith. That's the engineering hangar, we are looking for this. Hello, wizard. Pickaxe upgrade, give it to me. I would like to get the axe of grid, but I'm not worried about it. You want to copper and get. How was that useless? Get a blueberry. I gave you an entire metal bar, what do you mean? What woman does not want an entire metal bar? Come on. Oh, hey. Support gadget, how's that work out? Done how? Sorry about that loud noise. It was the sound of great confusion. Well, either way, that's what we're planning on doing anyways. Stone, they grabbed that one on the way there. Can't deliver mines any faster. I cannot tell if it mines any faster, but you know. Up this way. Get pickaxed. Tattered site plan. He didn't logo, okay? That is important. Don't mind me deforesting the environment. I'll replant it later, probably. Hello. Time bomb. Oh no, we have found the meat. You are here now, I guess. Water, let me fill up my bottle. Goodness scales anything and go right for you today. Helping get some more food soon. Do you have anything to eat for tonight? Is it too late? Go anywhere. That's pretty unfortunate. Yeah, how did it mold? Uh, well, I hope you don't have to wait too long to get some food. You've starved for an entire day before. Was this like a fasting thing or? That's well, at least with hunger you can go a pretty long time before it's a problem. But you should keep a good eye on that. Yeah, you shouldn't be letting that happen, you know. Self-preservation is kind of a thing you should normally have going on. Let's go deliver this plan before we go to sleep. Okay, I need to find him in the daytime. Oh, but the light at night time's pretty good. It's really good atmosphere. Oh hey, there's our cabbages. Before her. I won't lie, my attention deficiency has sometimes caused me to spend an entire day without eating. Okay, so it's like a destruction objects, don't really need it right now. So just do this. Well, growing gnomes yourself is not normal. You can't do art if you're starving, you know. Before you can do any sort of good creative work, you have to be taking care of yourself. Set up bird. Oh hey, you just moved here. He's got a yurt. And you can decorate some. Not a tongue. I'm sure they're planning on adding more decorative objects. You can build platforms in a couple of things. It's not a lot of building blocks or anything. And the thing about mentality is you can change that. It is quite literally something you have the power to control. It's not necessarily easy, but you can change your outlook on things. Gap that is fair. Depression is not fun. That's where I was a few years ago. Can't say it's always gone either. But Starbund. I played at the very first release of the game, the very first publicly playable alpha. Because at one point in time, Terraria was really bad about announcing that they were no longer putting out updates for the game. Did it like 3 times in a row, and then came back and put out a new update. But it was during one of those drought cycles that if Starbound came out. And yet my opinion of Starbound generally isn't that it's not that great. Like it's fine if you enjoy it. Earlier versions were better, honestly. It had more focus before then, they just kind of changed it to be like. Like there's not really any reason to stick around any planet for very long. Yeah, the colony system also never panned out like they wanted it to. You originally had to do a lot of work to get off of the planet. And then other places are very hostile as well, so it took a lot to build up the build to explore those. There wasn't like a story you had to follow back then, it was a mechanical progression. Yeah, that's generally the common feel for Starbound, I think is. Like on a whole great potential, but they just kind of dropped the ball. And sometimes as games are the most frustrating ones to play. God goodness, there's one game on this that I am trying to remember the name of that was like such a cool concept that it did nothing with. I don't know if I remember its name. I do know of. A description of it. Basically, you have a book that you can take different aspects of things. you can swap those around to modify the attributes of like creatures and nymphs and stuff like that in the game. As about as much as I can say off the top of my head. It was a very cool concept that they did very little with. Both mechanically and story-wise, to be honest. I mean, I have the game somewhere back there on a shelf behind me, so I can go find it if I need it. One second, please. Had to sneeze. But there's another game, that's for the threads that I remember, is a pretty big pile of missed potential. It's in... called, believe it or not, Lord of Magna Made in Heaven. And it's not gay in the slightest. And outside of that, the mechanics are like okay, but it doesn't do much. The story is very much just not there. The most interesting girl in the cast is the first one. Or at least, I suppose, the most likable one. I would honestly play it for stream sometime. I have no idea who would be interested in seeing it. It is a game I have played all the way up until the end, in which it became just too much of a grind to care about anymore. Story for it very much feels like it's missing gaps. That combat's weird. You like hit enemies and they go bouncing around like a bowling ball and other enemies like a pinball. That is literally the most interesting thing about this game. This game's a lot more fun. What game is it? Because there's a good few games over the years that didn't get a Western release. I mean, with a title like Wiggle Wobble, I am interested. Also, not to ignore the main plot going on right now. Apparently, the big bad's for Atom Technologies. Okay, so the person who started Eden was someone who was repentant of her being part of the Mega War Corps. What is that? What is that emote? Like, I can't tell, this must be a suspicious side eye, or like a seductive side eye. You tend to have that problem with skulls, though, that you always look like they're smiling. Attention span moment. Speed reader moment. So we need to find this core extractor to try and find or construct the environmental reshaper. if you want me to take you to the bone, son. I can load up bit a Minecraft. We do have the bone zone there. Okay, so we're from Kentucky. I don't know if I'd ever mentioned that before. But I know we were born in this town. And by God, we will fix it. If I am not the girl with the cool mask hat. Anyways, that's done. Uh, Research. Sorry, tree seats. Gabriel. Start growing better seeds now. Alright, we have to go get more fiber now. Oh boy. Inventory management. I'm always having to do this. A light. Yeah, I would like to make one too. I have the materials though. Alright, here we go. Get some more good nighttime ambience going on. I don't really know what else I need the sheets for, who cares, let's make another one. Hey, now we have lights. Alright, still wants us to make sprinklers. We can get a weather station. although I don't mind just asking all my cousins in town. Oh right, said this is why we need a charger. Okay. I think what we can do is I can spare some copper. My brain already forgot what I needed. Rosen and Goodson Stone. My brain is dying. It's late, I'm okay, but it's late, okay, I was stoned. So my farming design isn't really good for this. But it looks like for more optimal farming, you want to do leave a little spot in between each row to build sprinklers up. That'll work for now. I'm not too worried about it. It's getting late, we'll sleep again. We're not going to go too much longer. Oh boy, okay, our crops. I'm not liking that. I forgot the race doesn't like. How many water bottles do we have? I have limited amount of space. I can move stuff in here. Here it's a chunk of out over water bottles. We have plenty, so I'm not worried. Cool, that'll work. We should all be safe for now. Oh hey, free kiln, okay, thanks. Two reaches continue the stack. I'm very tempted to. Looks like we still have 14 days left in the season, so plant those there. I guess I could have put the Chinese cabbage seeds in, but I forgot I had those. I can afford to make a few more platforms. I really do like this music. Work. Should be enough. Damn. Alright, can we mulch this plant right here? Cause I feel like we want to save the compost for those kinds of things, the repeats. Alright, that's done. I just need some more fibers. See how this continues going. Alright, time to figure how to do power, we'll do that later. Wait, was there any new request where they can take? Sure, I'll cut down trees, I was planning on doing that anyways. Here is the fiber I wanted. Arms. Going to go grab a lot of it while I'm here. There you go. What is the stack limit in this game? 999. Sure feels like it. We'll definitely do a copper mining run at some point. Have plenty of blueberries at this point in time. I don't feel like the dew. The stuff like Bob. A jar in the smoker, really that profitable? One, I suppose it's free money. Oh hey, there we go. I knew to look like there was something here. Ah! Trash mountain. Bags. Okay, that thing is something we don't want to deal with right now, that's for sure. Sacred entrance to the river valley. Most like a natural Indian there. Think that's a neat little detail that the homewood crops do kind of grow natural. I don't have the copper boards on me. I want to go grab those and we can go get her animal barn. Oh hey. Can't tell if there is any particular big reason to buy anything from here. But I will buy an apple, and I'll try putting that in a jar. probably have the materials on me to make one. Yep, I could do that. I need to start figuring out an actual organization pattern. Hopefully, that'll turn into something decent. Five ingots, I have just enough. Little bit of money have to help us later. Okay, Mr. Builderman, where have you gone to? What does he want? Monster pieces, is that what he wants? Like, come on man, the plastic bottle is useful. Here is a nap. Taro, yam, I guess. That sure was a way to pronounce natural yam. Alright, we just need to break one more tree somewhere. One right at the front of the town, we can probably break. One right here will work. Just autos and the materials for me. Cool. Think that'll call it for me for today. Go ahead and save one more time. Very fun though, I'm liking getting to see some new stuff. We'll go to the home screen, I like the music there. And we will return out into somebody. Read. Alright, Val is still alive, so we're going to go and drove by her. Because no one else that small, I think, is around. Yeah man, I got an array of YouTuber mama, you know. The alright night everyone, thank you for watching. Still gotta fix that bug.